Yeah.
Nice. Makes sense. Um, Sounds good. And Edson, Edson, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. How's it going?
I'm fine, and you?
Doing well. Just remove your microphone from your mouth a little bit. I'm getting a lot of there. Um,
Okay, now it's better.
Now it's a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, how's your day?
It's good. Nothing special, but it's good.
Okay. What'd you do?
Oh, just walking for health and have lunch.
What'd you have for lunch?
Yeah, rice and beans.
Okay.
Delicious. I like it. Bless you.
Nice. Okay.
And
Um,
studying a little bit.
okay. Good. Sounds like a good day. Um, all right. And I think we're good. Let's get started with today's class. Um, let's have, well, Jose, how's it going?
Hello, teacher. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. And you, Joshua?
Doing pretty well, thanks. Um, yeah. And how's your day, Jose?
It was a normal day. In the morning, I was
Yeah.
working. After that, I had a lunch, and in the afternoon, I took one class before this, and now I I attend this class.
Okay. Nice. Sounds like definitely a normal day. Okay, and let's have Hussein. Can you read the title and next lines?
Yeah. Parenting. Today we will learn vocabulary and practice conjugating verbs, read comics about parenting, practice role plays, and talk about children and parents.
Nice. Okay. And let's have Hussein. Can you ask Jose the first question?
Okay. Hi, Jose. Tell a funny story about your childhood when you were difficult, funny,
Yes.
silly.
Okay, a funny story. When I was child, it was One morning, I was playing with my siblings, and after some time I was playing, I decided to go to other place without say anything to my parents. After that, my parents was looking for me for 1 or 2 hours. Uh, After this time, my parents found me, but my parents were annoyed with me about this situation.
Nice. Me about this situation. Good. One morning I was playing with my siblings, and after some time, past tense decide?
Yes, I
Decided.
decided. Okay.
Um, and then we need to change say.
Without saying in Cherun,
Yeah.
yes. After without Cherun.
Yeah. Go to another place without saying anything to my parents. After that, my parents was looking.
No, where
Okay.
plural.
Parents were annoyed with me about, yeah, this situation, that situation might be better, but good.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. And Ksenia, what about you? Can you tell a funny story about your childhood?
I think from my childhood I have only scary stories.
Really?
I don't remember any funny, but I remember one pretty scary. When I and to my friend, it was young boys also, we were about 6 or 7 years old. We went to invite friends of our how to say our friend, the little girl, to go for a walk. And when we uh, achieved her house, there
When we
were
got to her house.
when we got her house, it was neighborhood with single house, so there were two big dogs this dog started to barking. It started to bark, or started barking.
Either started to bark or started barking.
It's okay. Started barking, and
So you could say started barking or started to bark.
started to bark.
Hmm.
So we were afraid, started running away from them. This dog started to run after us. So the boys climbed the trees, but I couldn't do it, so I hid in a, how to say, it's grass, it's wild grass, but if you touch it, you will poison you, how to say, but not poison, just your skin. I don't know how to say.
Poison
It's not
ivy?
Eevee. No, it's Russian, I think, only. It's not so serious, but if you touch it, you will feel how to, and I don't know how to describe. So it's some kind of not poison, but it's hurt to touch it. So I hid in this grass, and it was pretty awful. So dogs just barking a little and went away.
Oh. I barked a little and went away. Good thing they went away. That sounds scary. Okay. When we got to our house, there were two big dogs. Nice. Yeah, that sounded good. So just a
Yes,
couple small
and
things.
I just found this grass. It's nettle.
Nettle. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, nettles are unpleasant.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. Good answer. Ken, how's it going?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, and Ksenia, can you ask now the second question?
Now, what kind of chores do you or would you require your child or children to do?
Uh, I will require my child to clean up own room themselves, own self.
Okay, to clean up own room
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm not dislike to clean up the room, but I don't wanna. It's not good to increase the area to clean up, so I will try to require them. And it will be also nice for they will get mature, and it will be good for their future.
Okay. Okay, so I will. We need pronoun, or you could even use two pronouns.
Screen up
It's a possessive
by
pronoun.
pronoun.
Possessive pronouns.
Pronoun. For example, am I,
Yeah, I is a pronoun.
my,
But possessive pronouns are my
them,
or his, her.
their, clean up their
Yeah.
own themselves, their own room themselves.
Yeah, so
Theirs.
if you're using there, we have to choose children.
Oh, maybe yeah, children.
Yeah. I'll require my children to clean up their own room themselves. And then
I
I
don't.
am not. Yeah, I don't.
I don't dislike to clean the
I don't just like, we'd use a gerund.
it's like cleaning.
Yeah. Cleaning up the room. I don't just like cleaning up. I think just
Them
in general.
there.
I don't just like cleaning up rooms,
Hmm?
but it's not good to increase the area I'd have to clean up.
Oh, I'd have to clean up.
Yeah, so you don't want to increase the area that you'll have to clean. It will also be nice.
Also be nice. The yield of mature will be good for the future. It will be good for the future when they have a family.
Okay, yeah. It will also be nice because they will mature, and it will be good for their future when they have a family.
Yeah, when they have a family.
Good. Nice. And questions here.
Question.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Let's go on to the next page then. And
Sorry, what is nettle?
okay. Ksenia, can you explain what a nettle is?
Nettle is just wild grass. I think it's simply to show this grass, then explain. It's very difficult to explain.
Not the glass.
Grass.
Sorry. Rusha, can you read through the words?
Yeah, sure. So puberty, milestones, step-parents, guidance, values, routineness, permissive, authoritarian, authoritarian. I have siblings.
Okay. Let's look at routines.
Routines, yeah.
And authoritarian.
Authoritarian, yeah.
Nice. Okay. And
Authoritarian, yeah.
yeah.
Routines.
Authoritarian routines.
Yeah, routine
Other-
actually it's so simple. I would have no problem pronouncing it, but I don't know why I suddenly see that as a different word.
A routine?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
When I saw this, I thought it's a different word, and maybe because I'm nervous.
Yeah, that don't be nervous, but yeah. Okay. You did a good job though with your pronunciation. Does anybody have any questions about any of these?
So what is so is also authoritarian.
Okay.
It's
And
just the parents. They're
pardon?
so does that mean so? Does that refer to parent?
Yeah, it would probably refer to parents in this case. Yeah, Ken, what's an authoritarian?
Authoritarian means, how can I say, someone or some organization who got power.
Yeah,
Usually government.
maybe with like absolute power.
Absolute. Yeah.
Government. Yeah, so like kind of like dictatorial. So like an authoritarian parent would be somebody who has rules, and you cannot discuss the rules. You have to do what they say. Just like an authoritarian dictator, somebody with absolute power. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Okay.
What is puberty?
Okay. And does anybody know what puberty is?
Yeah, puberty means when boys and girls begin to develop mature sexual, like yeah, sexually.
Yeah.
Developed a secondary sexual characteristic, I think, probably.
Huh? Secondary. Nicely said. Sexual characteristics.
Characteristics.
Good. Really well done. And any other questions here? Okay. Let's have Rusha. Can you make a sentence with milestones?
So children have different at every age, children should reach their developmental milestones. Yeah, that's not correct. Also, when parents take their child to the pediatrician's office, usually the pediatrician will assess whether the child meet the developmental milestones.
Huh? Nice. Whether child maybe has met.
Oh yeah, has met the developmental milestones.
Really good job. That's a great sentence. Nice pronunciation of pediatrician too. Sounded really good. Okay. Ken, can you try the first sentence? Oh, Edson, can you try the first sentence?
John reached a new John reached a new Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought my internet was broken again. John reached a new no idea.
He just said his first word.
Yeah. That's
so. Go ahead.
So that's what I'm talking previously. So the kid just said his first word, so it's one of the milestone pediatrician success.
Yeah, so Edson, milestones are like markers.
Okay.
So they're things that that you can judge your growth on, or like how far you've gone. So every mile you walk, there's a stone that marks the mile. Yeah, it's just like speaking new words, getting your first date, graduate, getting married. Those are all milestones. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read the whole sentence?
John reached a new milestones. He just said his first word.
Nice. Good. And what about the next one? Where are we? Hussein.
His parents tried to teach him blank, but he bit the bone.
Sorry.
Teaching values.
Values? Yeah. And how did you conjugate the verb?
Try, just try. His
Okay.
parents tried to.
Yeah, that could work really well. Yeah. All right. And Jose, what about the next one?
Yes, I think the word that can fit is routines. Routines are good for children. Doing the same thing every day gives structure.
Good. Nice. Doing something. Nice. Really well done. And Ksenia, what about the next one?
Her parents are too authoritarian. They make her ask permission before doing anything.
Perfect. And now, what about the next one?
Having can find my sister and I always spend a lot of time playing together. Having sibling can be fun. Siblings can be fun. My sister and I always spend.
Spent? Yeah. So, yeah.
Present tense. Spent.
Yeah, spent.
Spent. Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I think that sounds good. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay. This is good. I don't think it's very visible though. So we have a lot of comics. Okay, let's check out a role play, but let's do something a little bit different. So Rusha, can you
Yeah.
create a role? So can you give us a role that you thought of?
Oh, sorry. What's previous typed here? Mother?
Yeah, so before it was mother, but can you create a new role? So instead of having a mother, you could have a mother or a daughter or a father or a grandfather, and just tell us what that person wants. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you mean whoever? Okay.
Yeah, so instead of saying the mother who has to decide whether or not to let her daughter go to a party, think of a different role.
Maybe a sibling.
Okay. And what about the sibling? What's the sibling want?
Want to a sibling want to just try to I have no idea, sorry.
Maybe, like, what do siblings fight about? Are these siblings fighting? Are they getting along? Does one sibling want to do something that the other sibling doesn't want to do? Like, think of anything, in real life. Maybe.
Yeah, siblings. So maybe one of the sibling wanted to play with the other, but the other sibling wanted to be left alone.
Okay. And then the other sibling, you can say, wants to be left alone. Okay. And so let's make this A. And B. So if you are the first sibling, Rusha, how would you start out the conversation?
I was just say, hi, sister, can you play chess with me?
Sorry guys, I keep coughing and I try to mute my microphone. Edson, how would you respond?
No, I can't. Let me alone. I need to relax. And you spend all your day playing with your friend today. Then it's time you be quiet, you be calm, and you be alone as well.
Okay. Nice. Instead of saying "let me alone," can you think of another way to say that?
I said left me alone.
So left is the past tense.
Oh, leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. You relax and you're fine. Past tense here.
You just spend if you've been spending all your day playing with your friends.
I think because it's completely in the past, you spent.
Okay.
Good. All right. And Hussein, how would you respond?
I wanna play a game. Please play with me.
Okay, so I want to play a game.
Yeah.
Please play with me. Okay. And Jose?
You know, this year is my first year at the university. I'll have to obtain my best grades. Uh, I don't have time to play with you now. Next week, probably I'll try to play with you.
Okay, nice. This year is my first year at the university. I have to take my. We don't take grades. What do you do?
I have to get. No?
Yeah, no,
Or
it is to get.
to get.
Yeah, I have to get my best grades. I don't have time to play with you next week. I'll try to play with you. Okay. And Ksenia, how would you respond?
Okay, fine. As you know, our mom pays to you for looking after me, so I'm going to ask her um, to go to the swimming pool instead of be at home. So you are gonna lose your money. So you better play with me.
Okay, good. So almost like a babysitter sibling. Um, that sounded good. Instead of being at home, we would say going to after student stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And now, how would you respond?
Be at home. No, as I said, I wanna be alone. Couldn't you hear me? Hear me? I promise you to play the chess and any game with you on this weekend, so yeah, so
Okay. We wouldn't say the chess, just chess. I promise you to play chess.
promise you to play. The?
I mean, no, we would not use the. So no the. No, not that chess, just chess.
I promise you.
Maybe I'll play chess. Like I will.
You.
Um,
That's. I will play chess and any game with you this weekend.
Good. Okay. And yeah, maybe Rusha, how would you finish up?
Okay, I'll find someone else to play chess with me.
Okay, yeah. I'll find someone else. Play chess. And does anybody have any questions here? Okay, yeah, pretty straightforward. And let's go on to the next page. And let's have Rusha. Can you ask Edson the first question?
So, what are some ways that you have seen others spoil their children?
Children have been spending all their days playing video games, other studying,
Instead
and
of studying.
yeah, instead of studying.
Hmm?
And let's see. They didn't care about education. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So this is good. I would say that for this first part, just to make it so parents spoil their children by, how would we connect these two?
Oh, parents spoil their children by spending.
Because the parents don't spend. What do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
parents do? It's a verb that's the parents.
By leaving their children. Spending all their days playing video games.
Spend.
Spend.
Is playing video games. Okay. And maybe letting.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Instead of studying. And maybe by not caring. So like they spoil their children by not caring about education.
Okay.
Just so it's like the parents doing something instead of just the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think let's get the rest of this page. We could let's have sorry, let's have Jose. Can you read the first quotation?
Okay. Children have never been very good at listening to their elders, but they have never failed to imitate them.
Good. And can you repeat elders?
Elders.
Okay. What does that mean, Jose?
I think the children try to imitate their parents, but they don't pay much attention for learning the things that the parents try to transmit them.
Try to transmit
Yes,
them?
to them. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly true. And Ksenia, do you agree with that quotation or not? And maybe can you give examples?
Absolutely. For example, if the mother is smoking, but she tell her daughter not to smoke, for sure the daughter in the future will smoke. So it's bad example of bad behavior. So watch your step if the child looks at you.
Yeah. So watch. Step.
He looks at you.
Good. Tell.
Tells.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. A good answer. It's an example of bad behavior. All right. And now, can you read the next quotation?
Children must be taught how to think. Now what to think.
Not what to think.
Not what to think.
What's that mean?
Children must be taught how to think. Not what to. Children must be taught how to think. It is important to learn what to think than taught how to think.
Important to learn what to think.
Mm-hmm. To learn what to think than
Maybe instead of.
Instead of how to think. Instead of learn.
So, I think that's a little bit opposite. This sentence is kind of reversed.
Must be taught. How to. Yes, opposite. It's important to learn how to think instead of what to think.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
What's that mean? It is nice to learn how to think for children to. It's nice to learn how to think. That will help children to grow up in their life. Oh, no.
Grow up? Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. Good grammar too. Rusha, I mean, what about you? Can you explain this quotation a little bit more?
Which one? The
second one?
children must be taught how to think, but not what to think.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel it's so. The way to think is more important than the content because you can people can have different thoughts and they can have some innovations that people have never thought about. So there's nothing. So it's not important to teach a topic that children should be thinking about, but rather, if you teach them a method, they can think of things that no one else has been thought of. That's way more important. Creativity is way more important than just learning facts.
That's a really good way of putting it briefly. Creativity is more important than just learning facts. Good. Okay. Really nicely done. And Edson, what about the last question? Or the last quotation, sorry. Can you read the last one?
Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older, they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Sometimes no. When they are adult, they just don't care about their parents, because what their parents have been doing for them, it was just done, and then it's up to them to
Because
decide what to
what the,
do.
what their parents are. Can you repeat that last part? Sorry.
Um, care about their parents because is up to the children to do in certain time. It's up to the children to do what they want to do. It's not for them parents anymore.
Okay. I think that's part of it. Jose, can you explain this any more? Can you explain any more of this?
The third one?
Yeah, the third one. Jose?
Yes, I think after the children grow up, they don't realize the effort that the 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 parents were doing when the children were young. I think after that, the children forget their parents when they grow up and they are 40 years old or 50 years old. Sometimes they forget the effort that the parents were doing in the beginning when the children were younger than now.
Okay, so they forget what their parents did for them.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's a good point. It's not maybe exactly what he's saying. Ksenia, do you think you could give any more insight about this?
Actually, when the child is young, he or she for sure loves their parents. But then in a teenage age, I think they start sometimes to hate their parents, judge them, and sometimes they forgive them. It's very difficult to understand why. And I don't know the last one. Sometimes they forgive them for what?
Yeah, so I guess it's the idea of, realizing that your parents are just humans. It may be part of it, but yeah, I think you've got it at the beginning. Like kids love their parents, and then as people get older, often and not always, Oscar Wilde makes a lot of sweeping statements, but they start to judge their parents. They see their flaws and their mistakes, and they're not perfect. And then when you get older and you kind of understand more, it's an important thing to go through to forgive your parents for whatever mistakes they made, because there are people. Yeah, that's kind of what he's talking about. Yeah, I think you got it, Ksenia. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay.
I was actually looking up the second.
Yeah.
A second. What's that quotation? So online, and people are saying so. It just means children should be taught how to question authority and be inquisitive.
Inquisitive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
actually, I didn't quite get it.
Okay. I'm glad you get it now, though. Yeah, so this idea of being taught how to think, like processes of logic, processes of like how to deal with information instead of just, giving the information that's already been thought out. You're teaching the children how to think, what steps to take to make sure if something is like right or wrong. Does that make sense?
I see. So don't take everything for granted. You have to think on your own and see whether it makes sense or not.
Yeah, and that's also like a process that you need to learn. So
Yeah.
it's hard to take things on your own and like be able to determine if it's right or wrong. So you have to be taught how that thought process works, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, hopefully we're good. Let's see. Let's try this. And Ksenia, can you ask now the first question?
Now, do you think it's okay for children to call their parents by their first names?
Yes, I do. In my case, do you think it's okay for children to call their parents by? In my case, I call to my mother just my mother.
You call your mother mother?
Yeah, mother. Yeah, お母さん. We have so many ways to say mother. But yeah, then now I live in Sweden, and many people are called to there's mother. Now I live in Sweden, many people call their mother to the name.
Your mother by.
Mother by their name. And it sounds very, really friendly. It's very friendly. So, and also their relation is very close than my family. So.
Okay, their relation is closer than in my family?
Yeah, closer than my family.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I've never called to my mother by her name. But if I have a child, I want to call my name from my children.
If I have a child, I want my child to call me by my name.
Yes.
Nice, okay. Okay, so what you've seen in Sweden, it's nice and it sounds friendly and their relationships are closer, so yeah, you don't see a problem in it. Good, that's a really good answer now.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we are just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish up? Okay, I do have another class starting right after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. Thank you again for coming in, and yeah, hopefully see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.